most, and I'm reading a statement that has been written by the Occupy Oakland Movement Day Building Assembly, and this is actually a letter to Mayor Jean Quan, to the Oakland Police Department, and to the Oakland City Council. As you probably know, Occupy Oakland is planning the occupation of a building on January 28th that will serve as a social center, convergence center, headquarters, free kitchen, and place of housing for Occupy Oakland. Like so many other people, Occupy Oakland is homeless while buildings remain vacant and unused. For Occupy, this is due in large part to yourselves, having evicted us twice from public space that was rightfully ours. For others, it is because of the housing bubble, predatory lending, the perpetual crises of capitalism, and far-reaching histories of imperialism and systemic violence. Our families, friends, and communities built the buildings that sit empty in post-industrial Oakland. Now these buildings outnumber the homeless and represent the theft of our collective labor as the class of the unpropertied and dispossessed. Allowing this building to remain vacant while so many are in need is injurious theft and injustice. Its extra-legal occupancy is not. When Occupy Oakland was first evicted on October 25th, we organized a general strike on November 2nd with only a week to plan. November 2nd proved our strength and relevancy. Conservative estimates said 20,000 took the streets, but for those of us who marched on the ports, it could have been 100,000. November 2nd was an inspiration for the Occupy movement and a public condemnation of your violent repression. Eventually, we reoccupied Oscar Grant Plaza, only to suffer a second violent eviction on November 14th. At this time, there was a national crackdown on the Occupy movement, as evictions were happening in Boston, New York City, Atlanta, Portland, Oregon, and elsewhere. It was revealed that you, Jean Quan, had been coordinating with federal agents how to best repress dissent. In response, Occupy Oakland was the impetus for a West Coast port shutdown in solidarity with Longview ILWU workers whose union is under attack by EGT. The action escalated to a national and then international action as more occupations signed on. In Oakland alone, the shutdown cost some $8.7 million in lost revenue and proved that when civic and economic institutions do not serve us, we can shut them down. Since the beginning of the Occupy movement, when you have exacted violent repression on the movement has proven its power. If you try to evict again, the Occupy Oakland will make your lives more miserable than you make ours. The Movement Assembly of Occupy Oakland has come to consensus that a response this time can take one or more of the following forms: blockading the airport indefinitely, occupying City Hall indefinitely, shutting down the Oakland ports, calling on Anonymous for solidarity. It will be in the mutual interest of Occupy Oakland and the city if you respect the building occupation by recognizing Occupy Oakland's residency. We are sure that we all look forward to the needs of Oakland's people finally being met. Sincerely, the Occupy Oakland Movement Assembly.